Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? Mama Maggie was here first, letting us know if she loses the stream, it's because of lightning and rain, or lightning and no rain, thunderstorm. Hello, Barrett. And good question for the audience. Let's see. Uh, are there any key phrases you want to retire from active duty in all meetings moving forward, etc.? Let's run that idea around the flagpole. I've actually never, I've heard up the flagpole, not round the flagpole, but okay. Hi, Desiree. How are you tonight? What's everyone working on? Uh, Hello, Nixie. How are you tonight, and what are you working on this evening? I think a tornado just rolled by. That. Oh no! I hope everything's okay. Or I hope everything is going to be okay. Uh, hey, cool gamer. How are you? Uh, Oh, you are awesome as well. We're all awesome. Yes, please take care of Maggie. Uh, okay. Hey, RC. Uh, let's see. Doing good. Watching NK Jemison Masterclasses today. I saw in Bethany's live stream that you were watching that. Hey, Shay, how are you? I'm doing good. Making dinner while right. Currently working on a new project. Project War Machine that I will be submitting for CGL. No need to be terrified. We do not bite here. Maggie said it's fine going the other way from me. Joy to the prairie. You can see a long way. Power is flickering now. Oh wow. Be careful. Stay safe, Maggie. Really? I'm glad you guys love the NK Jemison class. Yes, please don't get blown to Oz. Yes, submit. I'm really liking it so far. Yay. Hi, Deja. How are you? Just getting off work. Oh, it's perfect timing then. Making dinner and cleaning up before vacate. First question, what's for dinner? Second question, where's the vacation? Yes. I've been nudging him along, Barry. I've been nudging him along. Oz isn't so bad. At least the grass is green. You're right about that. But be careful. Is it real green grass or is it artificial? Is it the fake stuff? So let's see. What are you guys working on tonight? Which has been your favorite so far? The Shonda Rhimes class has been my favorite so far. Now, before Shonda, I would have probably said the James Patterson because I just love James Patterson. You're right. Those flying monkeys do need a new leader. uh, so scared we're working through trying to figure out what POV. So I'm currently writing in two different ones to see which one works better. It could be end up being a dual POV story, Nick. You could have alternating POVs, one each chapter, or scene breaks. Hello, Victoria writes, how are you? Answer to my question: pasta and cream sauce. Ooh, in Jackson, Tennessee. Ooh, I have newfound family in Tennessee. I need to make my way to Tennessee as well. Newly developed family that I didn't know I had. I have a big brother that I didn't know about. So yes, no reason to be scared, Nick. Think of it as sitting at a virtual writing table with friends. Exactly. We don't bite here. I think I would confuse myself terribly with that. I won't lie. Well, you won't know until you try. So write in different POVs, but then maybe try not meshing them together, but I'm not going to explain this right. um, so in love with her class, I debated on watching it again. Okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get into our first sprint, as I know everyone came here to work. And wait, hello, Renee. How are you? How do you know when you're finished enough outlining before you start to write your project? Since I haven't finished my outline, I don't know the answer to that question. That's exactly amazing advice, because I was like, oh God, other people reading my stuff. That's not my partner. It's not a fanfic. Nick, you will be fine. You are amongst friends. And with that, I'm going to share screen. We have this lovely new timer from Laura Nettles that I just love. So we're going to get into our first sprints. That was a good one. Also, Shay, Walter Mosley. It was a really good one. So we're going to jump into our first sprint. Everyone, get your pens ready or your fingers on the keyboard and all that great stuff. Who says that? I forgot who says that. Anyway, um, 3, 2, 1, right. Okay, so how did we all do for our first sprint? And while I'm waiting for you guys to tell me how you did, May is mental health awareness month. So the first question was, how are you guys feeling today at this moment? And if you have something on your mind that you would like to share, please feel free to do so. And see, Nick said, feeling a bit worn out because of school and finals, but I've been hanging in there, trying to remember self care as much as I can. And sometimes that means Oreo ice cream after dinner. I'm loving the ice cream after dinner. I am not an Oreos fan, but ice cream, yes, I like Snickers ice cream by Breyers. It's my favorite. Um, Coffee Life says, love the question. Thank you. Thankfully, I'm having a good day. Physically, a bit run down, but mentally, it's a good day. That's wonderful. Glad to hear that. I'm a bit run down physically as well for like the last, feels like forever. Mama Maggie said, struggling. Not you too, 2022. I will not give up. I'm right there with you, struggling in a few different areas, but there's no giving up. There's no quit in me. Victoria Wright says, I think I'm doing okay. I haven't been having a productive day so far, so I'm happy to be sprinting and getting some work in. Yes, I am very happy that you are here sprinting with us and getting some work in as well. Also, Deja says, I feel good. I'm learning a lot at my new job and just trying to balance writing those hours. Also, look who joined us. Mute you. Mute me. Mute us. Would you like me to pop you in the back to backstage? Okay. I should have asked if you were ready. Put 3 fingers up. um Oh, and Barrett answered the question. Editing my mental health vlog tonight. That's my answer. I'm sticking to it. Yeah, I have a video that I'm gonna gotta edit for tomorrow too. That's also mental health awareness related. So although after Morgan Lee's video the other day, I don't even know if there's anything else that needs to be said.
Well, I think first of all, that's what inspired. I mean, I was going to talk about this in mine anyway, but hers was so inspiring, and I think yes, absolutely. The more that each of us talk about our experiences and how different they are, and then how some things overlap and some things are different, I think it helps people feel seen. Which in my video, I talk a little bit about like not thinking anything was wrong because I'd been in a depressed state so long that I didn't think it was depression, because it's like no one can be depressed for like 2 years. And then, my therapist was like, well, actually, I guess I can. And so,
mine is going to be a little bit about pretending to be okay and
right.
the smile that,
Right.
stuff that hides behind the smile,
Right. Or just the exhaustion, right? Like, I know a lot of people, especially people here, probably may have emailed me or DM'd me and I haven't answered or I haven't even opened the message. That is anxiety. Like literally the anxiety. When I was talking to backstage, I explained it this way. I have so much anxiety from just opening the message and having to be on, or having to be the version of me that people know, that I just don't even open it. I don't even open email. I don't open the app sometimes.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I get that.
Hi, Regina. And
oh, hold on a minute. Yeah, because I had to go back a few comments that I realized I skipped some. Nick C said, I actually started eating dinner, made a fish sandwich with some Doritos out of pure. Oh, fish sandwich with Doritos is great. That is a really good go-to for me as well. So I'm glad someone else does that besides me. I thought it was just me. Snickers, yes. Snickers ice cream. Breyers is the only one that makes it. I love it. I love it so much. Deja says no writing that time, just trying to figure out where I am in my story. Shay
That's
says another. True. Yes. Brainstorming. Yeah. Or just thinking about it. Shay says got another load started. Ground turkey meat is browning and seasoned. and got my document open and ready to work. Yes, I'm trying to get some of Shay's dinner. Really wish I lived in Oklahoma right about now. Barrett. It's a bear. It's a wild Barrett. Well, not so wild. A hungry Barrett.
I haven't eaten all day. Sorry.
No, don't apologize.
Hmm.
Don't apologize at all. You gotta eat. Excited to see it. Let's see. Regina says I'm playing with I'm playing with for a bit. I'm also editing and add okay and add words. I'm like, did I miss a? Oh, okay, the next one. Playing with art. Got you. Hi, Regina. We have our own experiences, even if they look the same as someone else's, and all are valid to share. Yes, yes. That was perfectly worded. That's Barrett often perfectly worded stuff. You were actually the one who made me realize.
That's right. Perfectly worded it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm not going to take that credit. I think that was
okay.
yeah. But and she
What
did.
you do? You actually were the one last week when I was really lazy last week and did practically nothing. I mean, I still managed to get my 2 videos up, and I think that might have been all that I did. Because
all while having a medical issue.
I didn't. Okay, get that too. But it was starting to go away last week, so I don't know if I can claim that for last week. But uh because I wasn't vlogging last week and it was the first time I hadn't vlogged since the beginning of camp, I was like, oh, I don't have to be on. And I was just like kind of taking a break from not everything, because like I said, I got my videos up, but that was a struggle to get that second one up. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And you were like, just
don't
take
post
a break.
Don't post it. I haven't done Mondays for 2 weeks. It's been beautiful. And I'm fine.
Now I'm like trying to jump back into getting work done. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm so behind on everything. I don't know where to start. And then now I have the baby full time. So it's like, I can't even, the normal hours that are work for me, just, they're not working, and I have to figure out something.
You'll get there. You'll get there. You've gotta do the job that pays the bills, which is the babe for now.
Yes.
So gotta do that. So when that's over, then we can figure out how to splice up your time enough to get done what you need to get done. You're just gonna need to adjust your goals.
I'm gonna have to sleep less. That's what that's gonna be.
No, it's not, because then you're not gonna write as well. And that's just the truth.
Because if the baby is here Monday through Friday, and that means I'm only going to be able to really do any work after he leaves, which means staying up later. And I already stay up late.
Or lowering your expectations of what you're going to get done. If it was before, I'm going to publish 3 books a year, make it 1 for the first year. And then make that your focus, because again, that's what you have the bandwidth and the time for. Here's the thing. It's whether you can push out a product that you're proud of running on half full energy, or whether quality or quantity.
True.
So I don't know. That would be my advice if I were your manager.
Well, you always gotta make such sense.
Does this make sense? I can wear a more stupid hat for you. Wait.
I love that hat, by the way.
I do too. I actually like this one. I do, and I loved this one online. But you guys, listen. Wait till you see it. So it's a little too big. So I'm just gonna put it on so you can get a taste.
Oh, I like the other one better, but
you think? I look like a court jester.
Are you sending it back?
I can't. I forgot about it for like 4 months.
Oh my gosh. I know. Dropping that goodness of Sage Barrett, yes.
Only because I'm late because I had to finish my day job. So it's like
Desiree Barrett is always the one telling me, I need you to slow down. It's okay.
Yeah, like we're only in competition. It was supposed to be Newsies, and it turned out being a little more, like I said, gestury. And can you hear this? It makes noise. Which is so bizarre. So I don't know.
We can always compliment you a lot more to make your head grow bigger. Sign up.
Please, you know how egotistical I am. I can't. This head didn't get any bigger.
Oh my gosh. I can't wait to see your video. You said tomorrow?
Well, I gotta get it edited first. Yes, I'm going. Well, so the best news is I'm driving down to see my mom and my sister tomorrow. My mom bought a house in
Ooh.
Columbia, Missouri, where my sister
Wait, so
lives.
your mom got a house before you and Ricky?
Yeah, well, she also has a much bigger budget and like
Okay. Oh,
like so. Yeah, so sure. Yes, yes, yes is the
I was
answer.
about to say, wait, what is her secret? You need to know what the secret is.
Her secret was a lot of cash, and that I did not have. So I
Oh,
was like,
gosh.
"Oh, mom, go!" But anyway, so her inspection is tomorrow. So I'm driving down to Columbia to walk the house for the first time and see it, and she's so excited.
Ooh.
So I'm excited to see it. And then my sister, the three of us are going to go have lunch. So
Oh.
yeah, I need it. So speaking
How
of my
far
mom
away does she
not
live?
being great, about an hour and a half. But this is my mom's place too, which she'll probably sell now that she's decided to live in Columbia. So Ricky and I are going to need to figure out what our next plan is going to be and where
She's
we're
not
going to
gonna
go.
sell it before y'all figure that out, though, right?
No, no, I mean I don't think so, but so I hope not. I didn't even think of
Like,
that. But no,
mom.
no, I don't think so. So yeah. So anyway, yeah.
What are you working on
So
tonight?
I gotta finish the editing tonight and try to get it up. If I don't,
Okay.
then I guess the video will go up late tomorrow night. I don't know. So I'm like halfway through the editing now.
You'll figure it out. Regina said far out.
I know. Go mom. Happy retirement. So
That's lovely though. What kind of is it like a beach? I was about to say, is it a beach house? I don't even know if she lives
no,
near
no,
the beach.
no. It's no. We're like in the Midwest. I'm
Okay.
on a river. St. Louis is on a river, and the other side of Missouri is on a river. But my mom's in Columbia, which is in the center. And no, it's just it's in a neighborhood. It's a few blocks from my sister's. It's a really nice place. It's good size
Oh,
and
if she lives
um,
close to your sister, that's awesome.
big yard, and it's all one level, so she can like age in place. You know what
Oh,
I mean? Like,
nice.
no,
She
yeah.
don't got to worry about stairs and stuff.
Right. Well, and the problem here was HOA. And if I told you all the stories with the HOA the last year,
I've heard lots of stories about many people in their HOA. I'm like, oh, that sounds lovely. Not interested.
they turned in one of them turned in Briley as aggressive.
No.
Well, I mean, if you met her, like in my video, she snores throughout the whole thing. Like people walk up to her and she falls asleep. Like I'm like aggressive, really? Like
I mean, but who reports it? I mean, I got dogs in my neighborhood that I don't like, but I'm not going to report them. They're dogs.
there's like a whole fight for new and old, and I don't know, it's a whole thing. But anyway, so what are you working on?
I'm trying to work on my outline. The focus is not entirely there, so it's going really, really slow. Yeah,
Okay.
I might throw some clothes in the washing machine on the next sprint. So
I know. I saw Shay say that, and I was like, I should do that.
I know she just reminded me that I need to wash clothes. I was like, thank you, Shay. I'm trying to get some dinner, and she's going to Tennessee, and I'm like, oh, I need to make a trip to Tennessee. I have
Yeah,
newfound family there.
you do.
And now that certain situations are a little more settled, but we'll talk about that another day. Um, we're going to go into another sprint because writing is what we're here to do. And all right, so it would help if I did that. Hold up, switching to James Patterson now. Oh, well, yes, I love
Well,
James.
100%, Regina. I mean, and she's a middle-aged, like Spade. Yes, all of the yes, Regina. Yes, yes, yes. So, yeah, it was silly. And then my sister has a pit bull. They tried to say about her pit bull that she was aggressive, which of course people say that about pit bulls, but I'm not even having that debate. But the point is just, it's this one neighbor who doesn't like my sister because my sister asked her to stop nicking her car in the parking garage, and so now this lady reports us for everything.
Oh, wow. Okay. And if everyone's ready to sprint, oh, wait a minute. Hey, Eva. Okay, now 3, 2, 1, write some words.
We both look so bored waiting on the timer to run out.
Barrett, you are hilarious. During that sprint, Tiffany came in. Hi, Tiffany.
In Colorado. Enjoy your vacation. What are you doing here, Tiffany? You're supposed to be
right.
family.
If I had remembered that, I wouldn't have. Morgan came in. I sent her the link, but I told her, it's fine if she didn't. She has a standing invitation. Her and Gwenna. I think Gwenna's probably
talking about your amazing video, Morgan Lee.
Yes, amazing video that
inspired us. I'm editing mine right now. So
and it's just as I said that.
Hello. What did we say?
I didn't expect to see you.
What did you say that brought me out into this wonderful interwebs?
I am so
well, no, we were just talking about Morgan, but he said that you were on vacation, which I forgot. That you were on vacation.
Lovely.
It's
I love the mask.
Bookshelf.
Oh, that's not a green screen?
Real.
Gorgeous.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, Tiffany, since you're here, question
two. We spoke her into existence.
We spoke her up, so she's going to be the first one to answer the question. Do you have a specific writing structure that you have developed that works well for your productivity? If so, please share a few points of that structure.
Can I answer this for her first and see if I'm right?
No.
Procrastinate, rewrite, panic attack, rewrite again.
Oh, I was going to say Notion. I was just going to say it involved Notion.
Oh, it does, actually.
It does involve, Notion and Scrivener. You know what's so funny is I was actually just teaching my cousin how to plot a novel. So it's hilarious that that's the whole conversation we're having now. But Barrett's not far off because there is some procrastination. Well, in certain stories, there is some procrastination. And then
we call that brainstorming.
Well, Barrett calls it writing. So I mean, hey,
we just still brainstorming is writing as well.
And then there is some panic generally because I realize I procrastinated. And normally I do write, and then I go, I don't know if it's working.
Try safely, Bethany.
And throws it out and rewrites. Which
I
gives
don't
me
always throw it completely out. Sometimes I do edit and go through and figure out what I like about it, and then yay, Regina! And then I kind of figure it all out. But yes, I that's pretty close to my process. Yeah.
Let's see. Desiree said.
I do keep a notebook all the time. Even though I do use Notion, I generally plot.
Yeah, that makes my heart happy. That makes my heart happy.
Yeah, I do normally plot on paper first, and I use like colored pens and all kinds of different stickers and stuff. And so, yeah, I do plot here first.
Barrett, what about yours before I get to Desiree?
For what? Oh, writing structure?
Writing structure.
Mine's really easy. I just do, my outlines aren't like yours that are like pages and in depth. And mine are very skeletal and bullet pointy, like not even sometimes full dialogue or scenes, but like ideas more or less. And then I just kind of, when I'm feeling it, I sit down, which is usually early in the morning over coffee when Ricky's gone and everyone's quiet. And I'll sit down and write for an hour or two, and then I'm spent. And then I'm like, nope, that's it.
So you mean to tell me your outlines for interviews and videos are longer than your outlines for a novel?
Well, those are kind of
seeing your outlines for an interview, and those are very detailed and in depth.
Well, no, they're bullet points too, right? I mean, they're not. They're also 24 count like print because I'm old. So it's like 3 pages is also like 5 sentences, 12 questions. Like,
Oh, that's funny.
Desiree says scene cards and notebook where I brain dump chapter by chapter
Ooh.
what needs to happen next or could happen
Ooh.
until something clicks. Then I write. Yes, I don't
Yeah.
do scene cards. I do it on paper, but I might start trying the scene card thing because then I can
I do
switch the
notebook.
cards around.
I do notebook too. I'm about to start Aphrodite Lee's as my next notebook because I just closed out
I
my
do
one
scene cards.
last year. See, I lose the cards though. Like that's
Oh,
my
I do them in. See, that's where
Or keep the
Scrivener
cards
Notion
in
comes
the
in.
same binder that has all the information that goes with that specific novel.
Wait,
And
now we
I
have
s-
trapper keepers for books.
okay, first of all, no one's called them trapper keepers. Oh my god, you really are telling your age.
Wait a minute. Second of all, don't hate on a good trapper keeper.
Why
Oh
would
no,
what do people
I'm not
use if
hating,
not a trapper
but
keeper?
people don't. People, man, come on, Tiffany. When's the last time you heard someone actually use the
Oh
phrase?
no, I haven't heard the word term trapper keeper in like forever.
I just say binder.
We're gonna run this around the flagpole.
I do, to answer Barry's question though, because this is how I don't lose my scene cards. I start them off, they're very vague, kind of in a way, in Scrivener as I'm outlining, because that's generally how I outline is in Scrivener. And so I will write like, like the thing I just wrote, like stalker guy is watching her through the window or whatever. And then that's like
I love how
like
that's the example you went with.
that's like what I'll put on there. But then in Notion, I have like a act 1, act 2, act 3, and it has like a scene card template. And then that has like where I'll write what the scene is, where it's located, who's in the scene, all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I don't.
I actually use actual physical index cards, like on paper index cards. So
I'll use those too. But I use those like I just showed.
I'm not a digital. Well, I'm not a digital person.
Regina and I live on the same island.
I have the scene cards when I use the actual note cards when I'm trying to figure out if I have enough like subplot, if I have enough love triangle, if I have enough family dynamics or stuff like that, because I'll color coordinate them.
Deja also uses scene cards, outlining she's 4-act structure, save the cat sort of. And Kay and Whelan's method, which is more character focused. I want to try her method. I should try her method. Regina used Regina. I'm so sorry.
A ton.
Writing structure that works.
I'm so sorry. Listen, I had a family member that passed a few weeks ago, similar long-term terminal situation, and it can zap your creativity or ability to concentrate.
Yeah,
because it's like grief in slow motion. That's how I described it.
Yeah.
Morgan, I wish I had a structure.
Well, whatever you do, Morgan, half of Camp Nano writing an outline, and the other half cranking out like 30,000 words.
I'm still working on the outline from camp. She does
right.
Whatever structure you have, it's working because you're on book 3. So
Morgan, you got a trapper keeper. I'm looking
fall out
right now. You know there's still a trapper keeper.
Nixie said hard pass. I just write and hope it makes sense all together. It flows nicely.
You guys, they still make them.
We have all been there.
That's a structure.
Y'all, they have a Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper on Amazon. I'll be back.
Oh yeah, of course they do. They have a lot of Lisa Frank stuff. I have a chaotic pile of existence. I remember
I'm right back. I wanted $195 for it. I remember I was right out of my cart.
I was looking up. Oh, they have cheaper stuff.
I thought it was $19.50, and I was like, "Here we go."
I was looking up. I remember when I had the Nano Novel Survival Kit thing, and I had Courtney Project's name, and I know 90s nostalgia was her thing. So I was looking up a whole bunch of Lisa Frank stuff when we were doing that. So, but I think you, Barrett, why the face?
Because it was $100 and some.
It's still
dollars. I'm still in shock.
Oh yeah, but you just gotta keep looking.
It was a Lisa Frank koala, and I was
was that like a private seller or was that like an Amazon thing?
That had to be a private seller.
It's on Etsy. Yeah. It's on Etsy.
Oh, it's Etsy.
Yeah, that's a private. I would guess.
I mean, honestly, the ones they have on Amazon are looking real sketch. Oh wait, Walmart has? I'm confused. How does Walmart have them?
Eva says, I get an idea, write a scene, outline a story, start writing, realize a plot hole, start from the beginning again, realize the characters suck, build them up, start over again, re-outline, and start over again. Start a different idea. Repeat.
This is not true. Eva just finished a
Sounds like a plan.
draft.
But it's a plan, and it works for you, clearly. So
$195, Desiree, for a koala Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper.
For editing, Victoria writes, for editing, I try to read like I do when I beta read, because it helps me separate the writing from my self-worth and 4 months. Okay. Reading. Notice everything good and bad. Lord, why is reading hard right now? It's always hard when I get on the stream.
It's so little. Reading in class. Yeah.
I guess for this project, I have 4 pages, Word doc, and just brain that. Yes. Is that the project where you are submitting for CGL, Nick? Do tell. Morgan Lisa, every book is different, but I write pretty long outlines, and me too. And then after drafting, I re-outline again and make it even more detailed. And I'm doing plot embryos now. Haven't done them before. Well, I should do a video where I try different outlining methods.
Wait, what's a plot embryo?
It's an outlining method. You look it up.
Never heard of it.
There's also the snowflake method.
I've heard of this.
Kind of like that, I think, except for that I don't quite think it's like the same formatting. Oh, I did just download Plotter to try that.
Yeah, Lizelle did a video where she was talking about Plotter, and I was getting ready. That's my next video to watch, I think, of hers. Also, those binder clips are great for the scene. I know Sarah Cannon gets real fancy with her index cards. She has the little hole puncher where she punches the hole in the side, and she puts the little metal ring through it so they can so she can put it inside her. It's real fancy. I mean, if I had that kind of time, I would probably do it. It looks lovely.
I'm
not over here hiding because I do something similar.
You do? Oh, I'm like, I haven't vacuumed in 3 weeks. Y'all think I'm going to get a special hole punch for my notes?
That's because it's for the story. Vacuuming can wait. Oh. Morgan said, I've tried index cards, scene cards, but I don't really like using them here. I do it. I use index cards. I use index cards. I mean, I haven't tried them for plotting out the scenes, but I use them for writing up my characters' different traits and stuff, and things that I kind of want to make sure I remember. When I'm plotting, I prefer pen and pencil. Yes. And
sorry, I was not laughing at this Regina comment. I was laughing at the plot embryo one.
Hold on. Wait. Oh, the comments jumped. Okay. Yeah, this is where I start whipping through.
Hey, Trapper Keepers were prohibited at your school? What?
Oh, yeah, mine too.
Did you live on?
I went to a private school. We couldn't use Trapper Keepers. We had to use
I went to a private school. We used them all the time.
My private school, my private Catholic school, we could not use Trapper Keepers.
Mine was Nazarene. I don't know, maybe because it's a different religion, they didn't care as much about the Trapper Keepers.
I'm like, what did Lisa Frank ever do to them?
I don't think, for my school anyway, it had more to do with trying to not. They tried a lot to not have the students like where they were like competing with each other and
yeah,
they did to kind of keep us from going at each other. Oh, who has the best Lisa Frank this, and they didn't want us to do all of that. So they just nixed it all together.
I still ask my mom, I'm like, I had Lisa Frank stickers on everything, and you really didn't know I was gay? I was like, there was just nothing in you that well, this is weird. And she was just like, the colors and the unicorns and the koalas, and I was just like, okay.
I actually saw a Trapper Keeper the last time. Well, one of the last times I was in Walmart. Did finish the 0 draft. Yes, I got it done 4 days.
That's okay.
In 4 days? Hold up, wait a minute. You got it done in 4 days?
You read that
exactly.
Right.
Yeah, I had to read it again. I was like, wait, what?
Yes.
That included the outlining?
Yeah, I don't think that.
Was that just the drafting part?
Or
did that include the outlining?
Wow.
But because I think it was a rework of a previous story. I think. Eva, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was a rework of a previous.
Are you paying attention to the fact that we're co-opting the Trapper Keeper? Like they're getting a list together for the Trapper Keeper.
That is what he's working on.
How this is like
that is
Arthur T. Trapper Keeper.
Oh my gosh, really?
He's working on his submission for CGL.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
That makes my heart happy.
Oh, this is what you laughed at.
That was funny. Right in the shape of a room. Like, timely and funny.
My Regina.
For the win every time. Amazon gift card for Regina.
Oh, somebody said they use Google Docs.
Bethany used it. See, I can't.
Oh.
Yeah, it makes me cringe. It makes me cringe a lot.
Really?
Well, but
I really hate the idea of. I don't like the idea of using a platform where my information is out there in the ether. No, I like Microsoft. I don't even like. Okay, this is a new laptop, and what annoys me about this new laptop is it uploads every single thing I do to the OneDrive thing, and I'm like, how do I stop it from doing that? I don't want it to do that.
But that backs you up. That's your safety.
No, I have flash drives and external hard drives to back me up. I don't want it out there in the internet. I don't, but it won't let me stop it, or at least I can't figure out how.
Papa?
Because the thing is, when it runs out of space, because I had this issue the other day, it ran out of space and it wouldn't save anything else I was doing until I
wanted you to spend more.
Right. And so I'm like, no, I just would rather it not do all of that. I'm not a digital person. Tiffany, are you okay? I said I don't.
You just channeled my whole.
I was about to say she's having PTSD.
That's what I was like. Papa?
She thought she
liked all that. I said I don't use Google Docs.
Oh, he just bought a new laptop, and it was a 45-minute conversation about the stupid OneDrive, and like to the point where he was like, because his whole concern was that if Leslie goes to Best Buy and buys a new laptop and she opens it up, are all of his files on her OneDrive that she can now see.
I mean, I'm not that extreme about it. It's just that
I love it too. Was like, can we stop it?
I am at 9.
I know that everything we do on the internet is already out there for other people's consumption anyway. I don't need my personal work to be out there too. Look, my web searches are bad enough.
Buying a laptop
look,
and
my web searches are bad enough. They could have me on the FBI's wanted list, but I'm just like, I don't need everything I do to back up to go offline. It won't, Eva. It won't let me. I tried. I was like, okay, and it literally told me you need to connect to the internet if you want to save. I was like, are you serious?
It is very strict.
I was like, are you serious?
I tried my best to get his to stop, and I
don't like it.
Let me just say this to Regina. Regina, the same thing just happened to me. I'm Mac too. That just happened to me. Ricky is my tech person. He did my software update, or my not my software update. See, this is why I'm not the tech person. The update of the thing. Operating system. Oh, okay.
There you go.
Operating system.
I didn't think of it either.
And when that updated, all of my automatic to the cloud stuff started again, like just like before. So for whatever reason, this new update, like it kicked me out of the backup. So see if that's maybe it on your Mac, just to see, because we just had an update of the OS recently.
Word makes me feel like I have full control of my saves.
I
don't want to save it.
I'm fine with Word, but I do
save it. It doesn't save. If I want to save it, it saves. OneDrive, it just makes it save automatically, and I'm like, but I don't even know if I wanted to save that. I might have just. It drives me crazy.
The only reason I like Google Docs is I can have multiple people. Like it's like track changes with multiple people in multiple colors at the same time. So I
don't want that.
I know, but I'm just saying what I like. So this was
right. No,
but what about when you're getting?
But I'm like, that's one of the things I don't like about it.
See, and that is something that works for me, is to have the like multiple, because I'll give it to 2 or 3 people at a time, and I can see like all of the comments in the same place. For me, is easier, and then I know color coding or coordinating helps. This is true though, so that's true. But I do notice it's faster when you pay for extra memory.
If you're getting like feedback or something like that, then wouldn't Google Docs be easy for that? Because you do have the different people.
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Well, I'm asking JC, because that's why I use Google Docs.
No, Microsoft Word lets you do track changes, comments, and Microsoft Word lets you do all that.
But what
And
if
then you just
someone
send me
doesn't
the
have
document
Microsoft
with the
Word?
comments.
Track changes with track changes. I love track changes. I'm all about track changes.
What did you say, Tiffany? What was that
What
little
if somebody doesn't have Microsoft Word?
Oh,
Well, no, it'll
well,
convert to pages. Are you Mac? It'll
No.
I
convert
don't.
to pages. Oh.
I don't know what to tell
Oh,
you.
Scrivener.
I use Scrivener.
I bet you can open it.
I don't use Scrivener either.
I bet you can.
Look, did I just shock you again,
We
Tiffany?
have probably lost half the chat at this point. It's like, what are they
You-
going on
you-
about at this point?
I'm
Unlike,
going to take a nap. I'm on vacation.
Oh, I can't
you
stand.
you have to tell them about the plane text that you sent to Morgan and I about what happened in the plane, because that is a writer's story if I've ever heard one.
What plane time?
Oh,
Oh, what I did on the plane?
Yes. I love the
Okay.
story.
So it was pretty full and it was ridiculous and people were driving me bananas. And we started like flying and the guy came, like the guy comes on, the pilot guy, and he tells us that there's going to be a little bit of turbulence, something. And then the next thing I know, I'm like this in my seat because it's crazy turbulence. And so being a good, Christian elementary school kid, I started praying because that's what we do. And I believe that God sent me a story because I sat there and I wrote almost 1,200 words of a new short story.
In turbulence.
Well, in all fairness, it was about turbulence on a plane.
Just so that you didn't lose your mind.
But then,
and do we also feel that if you're praying from a plane, that your prayers get there faster because you're already up there? Or do we think
I mean, we can go with that theory.
But can I just say, where I'm saying Barrett may not be wrong about my writing structure is because the rest of the plot of the text was, yeah, but by the time I got off the plane, I was like, I don't know if I like the beginning, so I think I want to rewrite it.
And I was like, what? You literally wrote it through. Last.
I mean, maybe she thought it was a little shaky because she was feeling a little shaky when she wrote it.
No, I wrote it on my phone. I actually typed it out in notes on my phone.
See?
Real life always inspires art. Yes, it does.
And I learned that I could write while I'm listening to music with words. I didn't think that I could do that.
Otherwise, flight attendants would have first dibs at everything.
Oh,
love it.
Oh,
love that. I love that.
I also noticed in my video that Briley is snoring throughout the entirety of it. Like I kept being like, "What is that sound?" And then I was like, "Oh, she was asleep under the camera, and so it's just her snoring. It's like me talking and then her snoring in the background." So
I love it. Oh, I love that. Oh, little Briley. She's like, I'm gonna get my cameo in there some way, one way or the other.
She's a mess. You're gonna be fine, Nick. I promise.
Oh, yeah. I've never taken a flight. I'm still terrified. Never been on a plane.
You're very safe.
I'm normally really good. And like I even text them, I was like, this is not the worst flight I've ever been on. It's in the top like maybe 15, but it's not the worst flight that I've ever been on. But like, the turbulence normally isn't too bad. So you should be okay.
Yeah, and truly,
I'm terrified.
You're perfectly safe in a plane. My dad was a pilot of smaller planes, so most of my life I literally rode in the cockpit with him. They're incredibly safe. The things you hear about that are the horror stories, you hear about them because they're so rare. Like you're safe, you're in good hands. You're more likely to get hurt in your own house in your bathtub. You're more likely to get hurt crossing the street.
Oh, I'll be driving 18 hours across the country. That's what I would be doing.
Which you, again, be more likely to get into an accident.
But well, I mean,
is there a but to that? Like, what's the comeback? Like,
no. Well, I mean, but is that really true? Because I mean,
you are more likely to get into an accident in a car.
You're more likely to get an accident in a car, always.
I mean, but I'm more likely to survive an accident in a car. Am I likely to survive an accident in a plane?
Well, This is why I always sit towards the back. I watched a thing on ABC years ago about a plane crashing and who lives and who survives. And listen, first class has its drawbacks. That's all I'm going to say. Like, I like to sit midway backwards ever since watching that show because I'm like, you know what? I have better odds. Probably won't live anyway, won't matter. But at least there I will live. The front people had heads removed, arms half gone of the dummies. Lots of things happened. It's like, it's not worth it to be in first class. Like,
Well, then maybe it was a good thing I boarded late because I was in the back. I'm normally
Thank you,
trying to be in
Eva.
the middle.
Thank you,
Actually,
Eva.
I do try my best, but I do the same with trains. I never want to be in the middle, and I never want to be too far in the front or too far in the back because I'm like, the middle is where everything splits, and people are always jacked.
People live.
Uh-oh. We've
People
scared Nick.
Oh,
You're
good.
scared
You're good.
Nick.
You're good.
Oh.
No, do not do that. I'm
No,
just
don't do that. Don't.
just fine. I promise. I promise you're fine. My dad was a scary one time years ago, couldn't get his landing gear to land, so we were over Six Flags in St. Louis like this for 2 hours until I barfed everywhere, trying to get the front wheel to lock into place before we landed on film. So trust me, I've seen some stuff. You're gonna be fine.
Well, I am not afraid.
See, the thing with driving, Nick, 18 hours is you could also see more of the world that way, or more of the United States anyway.
Let me just tell you what you're going to see. West Virginia. Ooh.
Look, there are sites that can be seen along the road trip of an 18-hour road trip.
I don't disagree. I'm all about a road trip. But flying is safe. I promise, Nick, you're perfectly safe.
Can I just tell you, though, while I am not afraid of flying, I do have a paranoia of driving on the highway when a plane is going over because I really feel like they're going to emergency land on the top of my car.
Only when it's flying too low. I understand that feeling, though.
So yeah, I have
I live near a base, near Andrews Air Force Base. So I always get that feeling when I drive like near the base because they're coming in and I'm like, oh shoot, that's a little close. And then I got to remember, oh, the base is right there. The base is right there.
Nick, 100, what you say in your comment is why I don't drive a lot of, like, my husband and I drove to California for our engagement, but we literally would not drive to Florida. We made the mistake of driving to Mobile, Alabama for a cruise. I was telling Tiffany about that backstage. I will never make that mistake. And I'm sorry, what?
No, I'm sorry. I'm talking out loud. I'm so sorry.
Oh, because she was reading
Florida, 18 hours?
Yes. From Miami or South Florida. Oh yeah, but you're far. Okay. I mean, or if he's Keys, even further south.
Oh wow. Okay, I'm sorry.
Miami,
I'm so sorry. I didn't.
I think Key West is 5 hours from Miami. Like I think that's a 5-hour drive. Just that.
I mean, it's
18 hours is pretty big.
18 hours is long if you're driving it straight. I would never drive 18 hours straight. I would plan some stops along the way. I'm not driving 18 hours straight.
World's biggest ketchup bottle.
Right, exactly. Disney. I mean, you're going through Florida. It's like I'd stop at Disney.
You know what really
totally normal.
When I thought I could possibly get over my fear of flying, then Alanis Morissette came out with that song.
Miami to Georgia takes 16 hours. Boom. Thank you for that. That's 3, 4, 5. Okay, I knew it was hours because I've driven that to Key West and Miami. It's beautiful, but long.
You know what song?
Is it really, Eva? Like, oh wait, your town now or your town?
What, the world's largest? Yeah, it's in Illinois.
No,
it's like right by us. Yeah.
Stop it.
I've driven past it.
We're gonna
It only takes okay, well, I live closer to the border of Missouri and Illinois. Yeah. But I think it only takes for me. It's faster to get there than going to Fairview Heights.
Stop it. I go. You guys are gonna see a photo in a week. With me. That's
why I said it. World's largest ketchup bottle.
No, okay. Shut the fuck up. I'm doing it.
Alanis Morissette's song is the reason why I'm still hesitant to this day to
get. But it's not even ironic.
Just because the guy waited his whole life to take the flight.
Yes, and as the plane crashed down, he thought, "Well, isn't this nice?" Like the first flight you ever that just really hit home, and I'm just like. Okay, see, I'm not trying to have my first flight.
She met his beautiful wife.
Be my last.
Yeah, or his beautiful husband. But that would have actually been ironic. That would have actually been ironic.
It's 4 minutes away from you, Eva?
No, it's not. Okay, I'm going to
Where is she at?
She is in Collinsville, which I whispered, although I just said it on.
Oh yeah, it is. Because I think that's the exit you get off. It's Collinsville.
And this is what again?
I am shook.
The world's largest ketchup bottle. It's a Heinz ketchup bottle. And it's like huge. It's got little things that are holding it down. Like little
My
things.
whole
People
brain has
actually want to see.
exploded. Yes.
Oh my gosh. I
This
wonder
is
if I can
national
look it up.
money.
Yeah, it's the world's largest ketchup bottle.
I mean, we also have the arch, but it's like, which is more important? The gateway to the West, world's largest ketchup bottle.
Gateway to the West?
I don't know.
Not a ketchup bottle.
Seen it?
I mean, once you've seen it,
Not a ketchup bottle. That is not something. Okay.
I know.
Yeah, it's in Collinsville, Illinois.
Stop it. I am doing this soon. I know. I'm sorry, Eva. I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize it until after I had whispered it and then realized I'm like, I don't know why I'm whispering.
It isn't Heinz. I'm sorry. That's it.
Oh, it's catsup. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, it's like a water tower. Okay, I can find this.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm telling you, once you've
really, Nick, you vote
once
ketchup.
you've ridden the tiny pod. Well, JC Carpenter, how are you about tiny spaces? Because let me tell you about the arch. You get in a pod that is approximately.
I can't do the arch.
I'm a little claustrophobic.
And
I can't do the arch.
And then you take the ride from hell up into a little tube to the top, where then you stand and it sways in the wind. Where you're
and it's like this big. It feels like it's this big as you're walking across.
Good.
And you're in the tallest monument in the country, so you're so high up that if that thing blows over, you're a goner. There's nothing left.
Yeah. I'm good.
Right here.
I'm very good. And on that note,
plus you got to deal with the tourists, which.
And I think they raised the prices. I want to say it's
like
30 something, $40 now to go up there.
It's quite expensive.
Ridiculous.
We did it in the middle of COVID. I don't know why. We had my friend Stephanie was here. We did it last May, this time last year. And yes, it was like $20. I think he was right. It's like 17 bucks.
Oh, okay, 17. I knew it was something crazy.
The elevator was what I couldn't, guys, because they tried it. It was 3 of us, and then they were like, "Do you all fit?" I was like, "Is that for all of us, or is that one for just me?" And the man was like, "No, that's for like all of you." And I was like, "Well, so Ricky can."
Yes,
fit.
Thank you. We'll be in the park
right there. I'm with y'all.
Hey, I wonder, is it the taco ketchup that is making me hungry right now?
Well, no, it's dinner time, love. Plus, today was making like pasta.
We had 5 guys.
I don't think I had a decent lunch.
Did you do the Cajun fries?
Huh?
Did you do the Cajun fries or regular?
I think we did regular fries. There's still a few in there, JC, if you want some.
I mean, are you gonna air me? Like,
and there's some ketchup too.
She's gonna drive them 18 hours.
It's not the world's largest bottle, but
the world's smallest packet.
I don't even like ketchup on my fries. So
what?
Oh.
It depends on the fry.
So
I don't always love ketchup on my fries either.
When I go to McDonald's, they always look at me strange because I ask for sweet and sour sauce.
Oh no, I do too. Oh, I love that.
And they think that it's for, they'd be like, because sweet and sour sauce is for the nuggets, and I don't get nuggets from McDonald's because they're nasty.
Agreed.
My daughter loves them, but I do not. But I dip my fries, and ever since I do that, but I have sweet and sour sauce in the house, and I dip my fries in that. I don't do ketchup. I don't.
I can do ketchup if they're really skinny fries.
I'll mess with.
If they're thick fries, I prefer just the fry because I want to taste the potato. And if they're Chick-fil-A, even though I know everybody says we should hate them, I have to have barbecue sauce.
So if it's a waffle, I need ketchup. If it's
need barbecue sauce.
If it's a curly fry, like an Arby's curly fry, I need either cheese sauce or ketchup for that.
I need cheese sauce for those.
Fries.
I agree.
Waffle fries.
Or
fries. Okay.
Steak and Shake, like the really skinny fries. You gotta
have ketchup for those.
You gotta. Like
it's the waffle fries.
Wait, nuggets are Morgan, R.I.P. I'm so sorry.
Desiree, I don't have spaghetti. I just have leftover Chinese food. But
ooh, that sounds good.
McNuggets are my jam. I'm sorry, Morgan. I'm so sorry, but they're not good.
Delicious, fresh from the earth.
Yeah, waffle. Thank you, Desiree. I thought I was the only one that thought that he was talking about actual waffles.
Now,
and I was like, wait, what?
I will mess with and throw down some Wendy's spicy chicken nuggets.
Yes. And I was really offended when they
$12.
took the spicy nuggets away.
I don't
Are
like
they gone?
Wendy's. I don't
No,
like
but
Wendy's.
remember they took them away for a while and then they brought them back because so many people were offended. Because
Yes,
their
as they
spicy
should.
nuggets are
Because
awesome.
how dare you is what I
Yes.
would have said. I would have gone to the drive-thru and been like, "Excuse me, how
I
dare
drove off.
you?"
Oh,
And they
stop!
would have
Really?
literally been like, "Sir, this is Wendy's."
I did. I pulled up and I was like, I need to get yours. I think it was like the 8-piece spicy nuggets. And they were like, I'm sorry, we've discontinued those. And I went, what?
Oh,
And they
yeah.
were like, we discontinued them. And I was like, okay, thank you. And
This
drove
place
off.
is trash. They'd be like, "This place is going downhill. Keep your frosty malt."
They're
Garbage.
like, we have our
Garbage, I
regular
tell you.
nuggets. And I was like, who wants
Trash.
those disgusting things?
Oh,
Oh,
what?
bloop.
Wait a minute now. Excuse me, do we have a problem?
Interesting.
I
Love
don't like nuggets.
Or-
McDonald's. I don't like nuggets in general most of the time, but definitely not McDonald's. And I don't like anything from Wendy's. So at all. Like I don't like Wendy's anything. And I don't do spicy food. So
Oh, I love
Oh, I'll be back, guys. There's someone screaming through the house about someone cooking pizza. Actually, someone screaming, who's cooking pizza?
really?
Yeah, so hold on.
Oh, that's gonna be you making pizza. I love how she laughed almost in the exact same pose as her photo. She was like, ha ha ha, and then photo. I was like, that was perfect. I love that volcano taco. I loved Wendy's. I love the spicy nuggets. I love it all. Let's write about it.
And I'm hungry. And with that, I'm going to mute Tiffany in a second. Oh, write the words, everyone. Write all the words. Or go get dinner like I'm going to go do. I cut that real short. How did everyone do?
I'm finishing dinner, peanut butter M&Ms.
I'm not finished dinner, so if my camera just suddenly cuts off, that's why. Oh, that was dinner?
A girl's gotta eat.
Hey, whatever works. Tiffany, you're okay. I was about to say you're muted. I don't know if you know you're muted. False alarm. So your cousin was cooking pizza.
Yeah, apparently they turned on the oven, but then left the pizza sitting out on the counter. So my uncle was trying to figure out whose pizza it was.
Are you making your pizza for them?
Probably eventually, because my aunt already asked me this morning what I was cooking for dinner tonight, and that's a negatory, Ghost Rider. At least not tonight, but so I'm sure that eventually I will have to. But yeah,
Nick got a new paragraph wrote, Lord, and I wrote out a line that I'm debating on using, but I'm not sure yet. The POV. My existence is for the kingdom, nothing more, nothing less. I exist to create order. I live to remind those of the kingdom's order. I exist because this is my duty. I am the war machine. Thoughts? I love it.
yeah.
I
Is this
don't
like the
know.
War Machine, like Don Cheadle's character in the? Okay, so is this fanfic?
I didn't hear what you said, Barrett. Whatever you said, I don't know what you said.
I think War Machine is a part of the MCU. However, was this the piece, JC, that Nick was writing to turn into CGL? Because I think that was something different.
Yeah, it's a different project that he's working on.
So,
Eva got a scene finish. Story is so lame.
no, it is
I'm
not.
sure it's not. Savion got some sermon prep done. Yes.
Love it. Love to hear it.
What's the if you
You'd
don't
be
mind
happy,
me asking,
Savion. My uncle has been singing hymns all day long.
what's the sermon about, Savion, if you don't mind me asking, or if you would like to share? Not quite, but the War Machine is in the MCU. Okay.
Okay.
This is a different kind of War Machine.
Ooh.
Okay. Going to publish it anyway. Lame or not, it's fine. Yes, it's fine.
Here for that energy.
Probably not lame, but I ate a donut and thought about how to change Shaw's storyline. It's writing.
Why are we changing?
It counts as writing. And for the question, who is an author tuber you have recently discovered and are really liking their content? Deja answered, I like Kelly Ty and author Vivian and TA. Okay, I haven't heard of the other two. I know who Kelly Ty is. I'm subscribed to her as well. Hello, Nia. Hold on, wait a minute. And hold on. Victoria writes, I just watched Caitlin Ash's video on writing with ADHD.
That's
really loved it. I'm gonna go check that out. I think I just recently started following her. So Nick C says Chris MF. She's writing a fantasy book, I believe, and her writing blogs are so nice. Oh. Sincerely V. New channel.
I just watched her.
I love her.
Yeah.
She said, watched quite a bit of their videos and Joey Paul's over the last week. Joey Paul isn't new to you, but you're so behind on. Yes, I understand that I'm behind.
I love Joey Paul. I'm behind too.
I'm behind on everyone. Morgan, I'm so behind on everyone's video. But yes, sincerely V. I love her channel. She's so lovely.
Yeah.
It's really fun to watch.
There's someone there was another person that I recently watched. I don't know if she's an author tuber.
I think we're nearing the end, Nia.
Yeah, I think I want to do one more sprint if you guys are up for it. But if not,
I may have to run because I have a little puppy that is dancing around waiting for me to feed and potty her.
Okay. Tiffany.
Excuse myself.
Tiffany.
I don't know. It depends on who starts yelling or who pops into the room or what happens in my
I
world. I have no
we'll
idea. In this new world where there's no green screen.
we'll see, Nia. Savion says it's on the passage where Jesus curses the fig tree. Sermon is titled Loose the Leaves." Loose. Lord, I always get those two. Loose.
I think it's loose, but I mean,
I
yeah.
think lose is LOSE and loose is LOO. I think I used to mix those up when I was younger all the time. Hello, SM Ryan. How are you? I think we are probably going to wrap it up soon. I wanted to do one more sprint. I don't know. I might.
Do it.
I have my
Yeah, do it.
dinner in front of me that I have not finished. So, and I don't want it to get cold. So,
Emily McCosh?
that's a author too.
Yeah. But she's got a video I want to watch. It said, you'd appreciate this. Writing my book in a week, Kate Kavanaugh's 5K per day or something like that.
Oh,
So yeah.
I'm about to. Hi, Desiree says do one more. Okay, I'll do one more just because you said it, Desiree.
I'll see if I can hang out. If somebody jumps in though, then I have to pop off. But I will try to hang out.
What? Say that name again, or can you put it in the private chat?
Yeah.
I've never really.
It's I closed the YouTube.
Oh
Emily McCosh.
Excellent.
Excellent. Well, ladies, I love you.
Okay.
JC Carpenter, real quick, I'm going to give this as a public tutorial. For anyone out there who is getting approached by brands for sponsorships, here's what you should do. You should first look up the brand and find out everything you can about them. Before you talk to them, you want to send an email, not by phone, unless you're recording it. And you want to ask them first what their budget is, because you don't want to be negotiating against yourself. So you want to find out first what their budget is, and then second, what their expectation is for you and the content that they expect from you. And then when you get the contract, you need to look for any specifics that are about length of time that they can use your image or likeness. And you want to limit that to 6 months at a time, no more, ever. So 6 months or less that any company that you're signing a sponsorship with should ever have control over you or your likeness.
Oh no, who is that?
I saw it when it popped up and I was like, oh, is that a bot or what is that?
Oh no. Okay. That's a no. That's a hard pass. I'm sorry, Barry. Did you see? I'm so sorry.
Oh, he left. How'd you leave him? He didn't even outro.
No, he did that. Okay, we're gonna go into another sprint because I'm about to text Barrett in a second. I'm like, wait now.
He's Barrett Laurie. He writes about ordinary queer kids living extraordinary lives. And he does writerly things on his channel, including CGL, where he critiques along with people on the second Thursday of every month. I am really bad at it.
Well, you all know who he is. His channel is, I think it's linked in the description. If it's not, I'll put it in there along with Tiffany's. Okay. I'm going to sprint one last sprint. Everyone, write all the words. I'm going to finish my dinner. Okay. You're muted.
I'm like 2 paragraphs from the end of editing this scene.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't add 2 minutes.
When that sound went off, I was like, no.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Tiffany. I'm so
Stupid
sorry.
fingers, why didn't you type faster?
Oh. Well, I guess that answers the question. How did you do? Oh, so close. So close, right? So close.
I think it's like really, how many is it? Okay, it's 3 paragraphs, but one's like a really little, barely 3 sentence paragraph. I don't think that should count.
We can just finish it when you get off, right?
Whatever. I don't know.
I
My
know
little
you wanted to
cousin,
finish it before that sprint ended. I know.
my little cousin has already been walking through the house yelling my name, so I'm not positive if that's gonna
Oh.
happen.
Well, just pretend. Like, put a little Google timer on for like 5 more minutes and pretend you're still on the. She don't have to know.
Because I heard him, he was like, Tiffany, Tiffany. And then his father was like, she's
Oh,
working. He's like, well, working where?
oh, that's so cute. How old is she?
He's 5.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
he wants to play.
No, he just wants to squish in my face.
Oh,
That's what he
okay.
does. He walks up to me and goes,
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, SM, but I think they should probably or other sprints. What's today? Wednesday? I don't know who sprints tonight. I know Devin
I
has
don't
a
either.
playlist which I don't have on handy right now, but Devin Cutting has a playlist,
Yeah.
and they usually keep tabs of all the sprints. Somebody is sprinting tonight. I just can't think of who it is.
Let's see if I can pull it up on my phone. My
Nick,
dad called, but I didn't answer the phone. Don't tell him.
I won't say a word. I'll never tell.
But I was like, I
What
was
movie is
in
that
the
from?
moment and I was like, I'm not going to have time for this whole conversation. I was like, I'll call him when we're done.
Good job, Nick. You got 3 paragraphs. That's awesome.
He got my last 3 paragraphs.
Nick's new sprint. Nia got a little bit done. Nia. Oh,
Uh,
that's right, Desiree. She's on it. Desiree put the link for Devin's playlist.
nice.
Thank you, Desiree.
It looks like there's 2 other people live right now. I don't know how much longer they have.
Nia, you could always do a pop-up sprint. I'll come be in the chat.
I'm still debating if I'm going to do a pop-up tomorrow for my PJs and Scribbles. I don't
Is
know.
it a pop-up? I thought that's a regular thing now.
Well, it was, but I'm out of town, and so I didn't schedule it because I was out of town. But I kind of wanna.
Morgan said, I did full-time job stuff. Not fun. Okay, the question was, what TV show or movie do you plan on watching or catching up on this weekend? And Nia answered, I don't know what I'm watching this weekend. Probably more Tiny House Hunter.
I love Tiny House Hunters.
Really?
I am obsessed with Tiny House Hunters.
She
Oh
said
my god,
no,
they're so
no to the
good.
pop-up sprint. But that's the point of it being pop-up. It's not prepared. I'm just saying it.
I would totally come to those, Desiree. We could tag team or something.
Right? I'll come in the chat.
Because she said that she's going to be doing night owl sprint. So depending on the time, I would come to those.
Morgan says currently watching The Circle on Netflix. They got 1 or 2
Ooh.
episodes left. What's The Circle?
It's a reality show. I watched the first season.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
that's right.
these people, they put them in in this house, but I think of it like Big Brother, although I've never watched
Oh, I
Big
was about to
Brother.
say, like Big Brother?
But they're in separate spaces and they can pretend to be whoever they want to be because I think they only meet at certain points or something like that. So there was this one girl on there last year that was pretending to be a dude, and like they do everything on like online and on the TV.
Oh,
And it's
that's
like
interesting.
whoever I guess can fool people but still be themselves the most or something wins like some money. I don't remember it fully, but
That's interesting. Hmm. Nick C says, I
uh,
think I'm going to rewatch Bubble, the new Netflix anime, and maybe catch up on Sailor Moon because I'm the biggest dork I know. I'm not a dork. You,
uh,
you like what you like. I need to go back and finish watching Attack on Titans because I did not finish. Even though I heard I would probably be disappointed at the ending, but I did not finish. Attack on Titans is really good. You don't watch anime?
not often. Like I more watch it when my family makes me.
I love Attack on Titans. It was really good. Uh,
I think this weekend I'm supposed to be watching either The Discovery of Witches
oh,
or what's the other one that I said I was gonna catch up on? I might watch
oh,
Stanton, whatever that one is, because my cousin has PBS, so I
uh-huh.
could be able to watch it now that I'm up here. Use her subscription.
You know what? The only reality shows that okay, I used to watch Real World a long time back in the day, telling my age, but
Who didn't?
but that wasn't it like the first reality TV
I
show?
think it was. I think
I
it
believe it
launched
was.
everything.
I watched Big Brother. I watched the Braxton Family Values, but I'm not really a big reality show person just because I know it's not really reality.
I
Um,
used to watch The Bachelor, but I didn't watch it as a reality show. I watched it as a comedy.
I just hate that idea. I just hate the idea of The Bachelor altogether. Just like all of these women vying for this one man. I'm like,
But if you watched it
really?
as a comedy, trust me, it was so much better.
I couldn't even watch the clips that I saw as a comedy. I was just
uh,
screaming at the women, like, are you stupid? Like, what is wrong with you?
yes, that's why it was a comedy.
No, it was a little tragedy. That's what it was. Tragedy.
Hey, Greek tragedy started somewhere.
And now one reality show I am proud to say I have never watched a single solitary episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Not once have I ever
I
watched
have watched a
that
few
show.
episodes of that. I will admit I did watch a few episodes of that.
I mean, I did watch an
Don't
episode
remember
of
why.
they had these business partners that they work with. I think they're related to Damon Dash. And every now and then Chloe and Kim would pop up on that show. I watched one episode of that show, but I did not watch up Keep Moving Kardashians. I made a point not to. I there's a meme on Facebook that says share this if you can actually say you've in 20 years you've never watched one episode. I can share that. Never, not once. I will not watch the reruns. I'm just like I
I
don't.
what is it? I like I said, I've watched maybe one or two, but my cousin and I got into a huge disagreement one time because she swore it was like if they finished recording on Friday, then that was the episodes that came up on Sunday. And I was like, no. I was like, it's a whole season, it's produced, it's everything. She's like, no, it's real. Like they finished whatever's coming on Sunday, they just finished recording. And I'm like, no.
I
But
mean, I
she was
bet it is. I just
convinced.
never got the. Now, I mean, I'm not knocking their dare I say, business, whatever. I mean, look, to take what got her started and make that into a 20-year career. I mean, hell, I, I
Right?
I mean, I can't knock
There's some
I
business
can't knock the
marketing
hustle.
skills in there
I
somewhere.
can't knock that hustle. I know it's mostly
No,
her mother that started it, but she's not a dummy.
no.
So yeah, so I'm like,
And
and
actually, none of them are.
I
If
think
you really look
I
at their
used to have
history.
the misconception that she was a little like a bit little airheadish, and I think I saw an interview of her once, and I was like, oh, you know what? She's smarter than people give her credit for,
Yeah.
and I think she's taken that whole dumb act and kind of like Paris Hilton, and
Mhm.
kind of made a whole career out of it. And I mean, sounds pretty smart to me.
But people act like this is the first thing she's done. Like, she's created
Well,
businesses
she
all the
she's
way back until when she was in
well, she was
college.
a fashion. She was a stylist. She was a fashion
Right.
brandy stylist. That's how she got hooked up with Ray J in the first place. But
Yeah.
not even
Yeah.
going.
Oh.
But
So
yeah,
yeah.
she was always into fashion. So at least I know that her love of fashion is genuine.
Mhm.
She sound like those types of reality shows. I like the contest type.
I do
Now
like
okay,
Dancing with the Stars. I
I
will.
guess you say Hell's Kitchen and all of those are reality shows too. So I watch those. So I guess I can't say I don't watch reality shows because I love like Master Chef, Hell's Kitchen,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Do
all of those
cooking
cooking
shows
shows.
count? Because I
Yeah,
watch a bunch of
I
those.
forgot that they count as reality shows
Like
too.
HG home type of
I loved
those count
how
as reality. So
and
yeah, I
House
watch those.
Hunters. What's the other show? The other show that they remodeled the homes on HGTV. It's not House Hunters.
They
Oh, I can't
remodel
even
all
think
the
of it.
homes on HGTV,
No,
don't
I
they?
mean, but it was specifically where they swapped houses and they did the makeover and the neighbors would make over and I can't think of the name of the show.
Oh,
I used to love that show so much.
I know which one you're talking. What was
And
the name of
Ty
that
was the
one?
go-to carpenter.
Yes. What was the name? Oh,
Yeah, I can. Nia, if you know the name, because I know you're an HGTV person. Yes, do it, Nia. More night sprints. More
ooh, I
night
love
sprints.
House Hunters. I love House Hunters.
I
What
do
was
love
the
House.
name of
I used
that?
to watch. I like the House Hunters International because I'd like to daydream that
Love
I
House Hunters
could
International.
be, in Italy somewhere looking for a villa. I used to watch that, so I can't stand. I
I
watch
will
Save.
visit often.
So You Think You Can Dance. I love that show. Kitchen Nightmares. Oh my god, I love Kitchen Nightmares. Oh, Gordon Ramsay. I just love Gordon Ramsay. Period. I know a lot of people don't like him because he likes to yell and scream at people. Um, Tiffany, are you frozen?
No, I'm
Oh, okay,
looking
okay.
up what that stupid show was.
Check it. I was just checking.
I'm like,
Nia
what was that
remembers that show, but
show?
doesn't remember the name. Trading Spaces. There you
Yes,
go. Thank you,
because I just
Desiree.
got it. Thanks,
Oh my
Desiree.
god. Oh, Wife Swap. Oh, I remember that show too. Wife Swap. I guess I did
Oh
watch
yeah.
reality TV. That show was a trip. Wife Swap, because I don't know if I could be
Did
going
you ever
into
see the
somebody else's
celebrity
home.
edition of it?
Yes, I saw one episode and I decided not to watch again because they made me mad.
Honey.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I love Gordon Ramsay.
I
Back
used to
to
love, what was
Nightmare.
it? It was This Old House, where they would take like historical houses and restore them.
Oh,
Oh, I
I don't
love
think
that
I ever watched that
show.
one though. I
Oh, it
know
was
what
so
show you're talking
good.
about, but I don't think I ever watched it.
My
I
cousin and I used to sit
at
and just
home
binge
shows
it.
are reality. Yes, I forgot that too, Nia. That there, I just think of the whole Big Brother and you know what? I always was like, oh, I wonder if I could make it on Big Brother. I think I would probably get evicted like
I
halfway.
almost applied for Real House, for not Real Housewives. What am I? What?
Big Brother.
For Real World.
Oh, really? That
Yeah.
would have been an interesting experiment.
But then I was like, realistically, I'm not going to get into a fight with anybody. I don't really drink. I'm not a big cursor.
Oh, did you watch
Like,
Bad Girls Club?
I'm not going to sleep with everybody and their mother. Like, I
Right.
mean, they would kick me out easily.
Did you watch
Like,
Bad
you
Girls Club?
go. No.
You didn't? Oh my god, I watched like the first few seasons of Bad Girls Club. Them girls were wild. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
see.
I was like,
Uh-uh.
ooh, and they were proud about it. They were messy to the 10th degree, and they were really proud
Mm-mm.
of it.
No.
I was just like, yeah, I would love to go on like Chopped. Oh, I think I
I
would.
do love Chopped.
I would probably lose the first round of Chopped because I'd be like, oh, I think I'm a good cook, and then I get up there with some real good cooks, and I'd be like, ooh, it's
Well,
not good.
I think the thing with Chopped though is just managing the ingredients. So I think
In the
you'd have to
time.
experiment at home with like
Yeah.
random ingredients, like where you're making breakfast and you throw something weird in there like tuna.
Oh my God. Oh.
you
Oh, I
know.
just the feeling in my stomach just turned.
But I think like that's the way, because that's what they do. Like they give them like,
Yeah.
they're like, it's time to make a dessert. And they give them like boxed cake mix and strawberries and chocolate and then like a rib. And you're like,
Like, where did this come from? But I think about chalk is it's mostly for professional chefs. They do every now and then have where they have amateur cooks come in, but yeah, I think it's mostly for professional chefs. Whereas
yeah.
like Master Chef is for like the at home cook, and yeah, I'm like, ooh,
Now, see, if I was gonna do one, I'd probably do like, what is it, Worst Cooks of America? Because
right, Nick.
I know I'm a good cook, so I'm like, I could totally take that.
But isn't that deceitful,
Is
Tiffany?
it? I
Yes,
mean, one person's good is another person's not so much.
but you know you're a good cook.
But okay, I could be. What did I called my cousin one time, and I was feeling really down on myself for my writing and my photography, and I was just feeling like I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. And I was like, I feel like I'm like the American Idol of photography. And he's like, the what? And I went, like American Idol, they get that person on there that's like, I've been singing ever since I was a kid, and my family put me in the choir when I was 5, and everybody at church is like, "Ooh, that's just a voice blessed from God." And then they get up
Right.
there and they're like, "Amazing grace," and you're like, "Oh dear God."
Like whoever told you could sing lied to you. They lied. That was
And then
not your family.
and
That was
then
not
of
your friend.
course they walk out all upset. They don't know anything. They don't know what's
Yes.
good. My family has always told me I was good.
Oh, they did that on So You Think You Can Dance too. The ones that got up there claiming they could do pop lock and you be like, what are you popping or locking? Because
So
that
see, for all I know,
not.
that's the type of good cook I am. Like my family has been hyping me up all these years. And then
Uh-huh.
I could go to Worst Cooks of America and it wouldn't be deceitful
But I
because
think
I
that
could get in there and they'd be like, ooh.
But I think with Worst Cooks of America, it's because their family thinks they're bad cooks. That's how they got on there.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
If I'm
that
understanding the show correctly, I think that's how it works.
part. Y'all know that American Idol contestant. I didn't even watch the
You
show
know
and I know
what?
that American
I
Idol
went.
contestant.
They got the shows for dancing. They got the shows for singing. They got the show. They even got Project Runway for fashion. I'm like, where's the show for writers? Where is the little competition show where at the end of the competition you get an internship at some literary agency or publishing house or whatever? Where's that show at? And why nobody ever created one for us?
Have you not been paying attention to Zara? She's like, them publishers ain't gonna take us.
I mean, but that's not my point. My point is, where's the show? You got all these shows for these different creative mediums where at the end you get this prize that you get to work in the industry you've wanted to work in forever. Where is that for writers?
Maybe
And
get with Zara. I'm
fashion
feeling a
design.
show.
I think there's even one for photography out there somewhere.
There used to be one for photography, yes.
So I'm
But
like,
maybe
where's the
get
one
with
for writers?
Zara.
Thank you, Nia.
Why don't you get with Zara? She just started that publishing house. Like y'all could come up with the show and we could put it all together. It could be a YouTube sensation.
Yeah, that
Like
takes
that could be
capital
like
and
how
money
she
I don't
launches
have.
stuff. That could be like how everybody comes together. Yeah, I feel it.
Yes,
I
yes.
feel it.
Where is it? Where? I was just like, they just always forget about us writers. Like, without us writers, y'all would have nothing.
Well,
Nothing.
they only know that when people do writer strikes.
Yes, because that writer strike, they that's where all them daggone reality shows came from.
Right. Like that's the only way, that's the only time that they know writers are important is when there's a reality
But
show.
then it's like I wonder sometimes, did that writer strike backfire on the writers because what they realized by all those reality shows is they didn't really need as many scripted shows as they thought they needed because they had reality shows and people watched them. So
I
I'm like,
think in the short term it did, but I think in the long term it actually helped because if you think about it,
but not really.
no, because if you think about it, people got sick of reality shows, and that's what kind of brought in like Amazon doing their own shows and like Showtime and HBO and
But
everybody
are they
else.
sick of
And so then
reality?
a lot of the writers went to them and they had more creative control.
But are they sick of reality shows? Because we have like 20. What we in? What season are we in of The
Not
Bachelor? And
everybody
now
is
we
sick
got
of
The
reality
Bachelorette.
shows.
Now Big Brother is on. It's like 20 something. See, I don't know what season Big Brother is on. Like
Well, regular television isn't sick of reality shows.
it backfired. We got a lot of mess. Exactly. We got
Hmm.
all basketball wives, housewives. I'm like, I really wish that who's that dude that created Housewives? What is his name? Andy and
That is
Andy
true.
Cohen. I wish he would have stopped creating the Housewives. Like we do not need the Housewives of Potomac, Maryland. Really, we don't. We don't. Why do we need Maryland to look bad? Because
I actually really thought about doing a
Love is
short story
blind.
series
She
of
said, "Is love blind?"
housewives.
We got
I actually thought of doing a what is it, paranormal futuristic like short story series of housewives where it's like the real housewives of Mars or the real housewives of Vampire Academy. So it's like all these
Ooh.
weird real housewives, but they're in like futuristic, like paranormal type of settings where it's
Why
not
can I
your
see that
average
though?
everyday.
I can see that. Huh. I can
'Cause,
see
yeah,
that.
I was like, that would be
But
wild
yeah, I
because you
think
know
that
it's gonna be on when we're at Mars.
because
Like, yeah,
I think that writers strike backfired because they realized they didn't really need the writers as much as they thought they did. And then we got all these stupid reality shows that won't go nowhere. Like go away. New Housewives. Every time I turn around, he creating a new Housewives extension. I'm like, why can't we stop? The only one I might watch is The Quest on Disney.
is
I
that a reality show? I
I
thought
haven't
that
heard
was
about that
scripted.
one. Well, most reality shows
I
are
saw the
scripted anyway.
pre. Well, I saw the picture of it, but I
Oh,
thought
I
it was
did watch.
scripted.
Is one I did watch. Mob Wives. I love that one. I don't know why I love that one so much, but
Look, I drew my line, and what was it like? Um, the Amish people when they had a reality show because I was like,
hold on, wait.
y'all don't
They
believe
don't
in
believe in
technology.
right. I was like, wait a minute, huh?
I was like, what's
Wait,
happening?
they had a reality
Yes,
show.
my father was obsessed with
They
it. And
allowed
I was
camera crew
like,
when they don't even
I
watch
want to say it
TV.
was Amish Mafia
They don't watch
was the name
TV.
of the show.
They how they even gonna watch
That's
themselves?
what
They don't
I
watch
said. I was like,
TV.
how you gonna have a reality show? You can't even watch it. You don't have electricity. Like I wasn't even
Oh
trying to
my
be mean. I was just
gosh.
like, I don't even understand the
Yeah, that
concept.
really, yeah. Wow. Wow. I think it's a
Yes, it
competition
was a
for kids
television
for
series,
fantasy count.
Amish Mafia.
She said the quest is a competition.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I
Uh-huh.
need to find that on TV because I want to watch it. And I don't like reality, but I find that idea intriguing that the Amish would have a reality TV.
Not to mention, I was like, what mafia? You don't do drugs? You don't do guns?
Hold
Like, you
up now,
don't,
wait.
what are we doing?
Hold up.
Are
Now,
we
they
money
don't do guns or
laundering?
drugs.
Like, what are
But
we
I
doing?
swear, they don't do guns or drugs, but I swear I've seen the movies where the Amish people the strictness that they have, it's almost like they might as well be a mafia of some sort. Like they will ice you out if you do something against their rules. You can
Oh,
literally be
yeah.
standing in front of them and they will act as
They
if you're
shun you.
there. They shun you. I'm just like,
You've been shunned.
oh see, oh see, no. How you just going? And then they got the parents shunning their own child. That's where I'm like, oh, I draw the line. I
Well, but
will.
it's no crazy. What is it? Have you watched the things about the church of Scientology? They do the same thing.
Yeah,
If you
I
leave the
can't even
church,
deal with them.
parents and everybody, they're like, nope, can't deal with you.
I'm just like, but your own children. I don't understand
I
that.
know.
Like that would be where I draw the line. I'm like, look, I get that these are your rules, but that's my child. That came from me.
Yeah.
There is no way I'm not gonna talk to my child. I don't care about your rule. We just gonna be leaving the Amish community. That's what we gonna be doing.
Yeah, I don't understand. But at the same time, like if you think about it, back in the day, people used to do the whole like I've disowned you and you're dead to me. I'm disowning your whole
Funny say
people
that.
and whatever. And the, I think one of the best lines I ever heard about that is it was a regular scripted TV show, but this girl asked this older, and it was a bunch of white people, and she asked this older lady, she's like, "Would you ever disown your son?" And she goes, "Why I don't own or don't own him, honey. We fought a whole war against that."
Oh well, okay.
And I was like, okay, preach.
It works for me. That's a good explanation. I don't own them
Yeah.
to disown them. I like that.
She was
I
like,
like
we fought a whole war over that. What are they teaching y'all in school?
it. Well, you know the worst reality show they ever made on I think it was MTV. Teen Moms. I was like, who thought this was a good idea?
Oh, because I just knew you was gonna say, what is it, Flavor of Love?
Oh, that was a close second. But but the exploitation of teens and them, getting pregnant at a teenage, I'm like, who thought this was a good idea? And where the heck are your parents? And
I
why,
think
like,
the idea behind, and I could kind of see where they may have come with this, but I think it didn't go the way that they thought it was going to,
they thought it was
is
going to
that they were
detract
like,
people from getting pregnant
well,
with
we'll
kids.
pay them, like we're giving them money so it'll help them support
Oh,
the child. Since they
yeah.
are teen moms and they need to go to college and they need to do this, we're giving them a platform,
True.
and then also they were like, maybe other kids seeing how hard it is, it might stop them, but I think they went off the rails with it when they realized the sponsorships and everything else they could get for it, and they were like, "Ooh."
And then they were like, "Oh, all I had to pop out another baby at a teenage age." Or you have little kids watching it thinking, "Oh, all I gotta do is get pregnant and I can have a TV show." That's how I thought it
I
backfired.
was in high school. Well, number one, I went to like I said in my podcast or whatever. I was in like uh, a Christian school, like up until high school. So to me, just seeing a pregnant person in school was like, what? But when I graduated, there was a girl in my graduating class who was married and had 3 children.
Yeah, see, so she didn't ever
And I
get to
was like,
be a
more
kid.
power to you,
So she
girlfriend.
never got to be a child. It basically
No.
because I just okay. And see, this is why shows like that are not good because children idolize the people they see on TV. I mean,
Hmm.
we might not mean for them to, but they do.
Hmm.
Same way when we grew up watching stuff like the Cosby Show, and we looked at that like, "Ooh, a black family making it." Okay,
Yeah. I
you
wanted to
know,
go to different world and be like, I know my
go to Hillman College. Even
Lord.
though Hillman College was good. Oh, I love man. That's my theme song. all four different iterations of that song.
I know. It's a different world.
Aretha's might have been the best one, I think. Well, then I don't know, because Patty sung it too, I think.
I
Oh
think so
no.
too. But yeah, oh my God, I was in love with Dwayne Wayne.
Really? I don't know
Yes.
about in love. I did like him because he was smart and he wasn't ugly.
Oh, that was my heart. I was like, look at you.
Only
And
reason
you
I,
know
I think I
what?
didn't like Ron. Ron was cute, but I didn't. I'm not a.
I still blame Dwayne Wayne for the first guy that I ever dated in college. That was a messed up relationship.
Oh, blame him. Okay,
And I'm mad about it.
that's not good. I love Dwayne and Whitley. I never saw them getting together, but I loved it when they got together. That
Mhm.
wedding episode.
Ooh,
I still watch
they
clips
didn't
of
even
that
say
episode.
yes.
Baby, please,
Please
please,
wait.
I do. And enjoy what he said.
No, the
No, the
mama.
mother said, I said,
I
no,
do.
when
She
her mother
means
said, she
yes
said,
when
I
she got
do.
to
He
say
said, but
yes.
no, but the part where she said, I do. He said, but to who? was like, yeah. And she's like,
I'm
"Oh,
like, go,
everybody."
Reverend. She means yes. Well, she got to say yes.
Yes. Oh, Diane Carroll. Oh, rest in
You
peace.
know, I
Yep.
blame that episode though. Like, I'm not married, but that episode made me question if I would ever change my last name if I did. Because I just remember the part where she was standing there in the mirror before she walked downstairs to, walk down the aisle.
Uh-huh.
And she lifts up the veil and she was like, "Goodbye, Whitley Gilbert." And I was just like, are you losing your whole identity? Like, where's Whitney going? Like, what's happening? Like,
It does.
what?
Oh, see, I'm ready to get rid of my last name. I hate my last name. I
What's wrong
hate
with
my whole name.
Carpenter?
I hate.
You have a musical family named after
I
you.
know. I do not like my last name. Nope. Mm-mm. I don't like my first name either, but that's why I go by JC because I don't like my first name. I don't
Oh,
like my last name. If I had the money, I would probably change my name. But oh, I done had this one so long, I might as well keep it.
I don't think I mind my last name. I did when I was younger. I didn't like my first name because I wanted to be one of those names that has like, tomboy names like Samantha, Sam,
Oh,
Alexis, Alex, something
yeah.
like that,
That
which hurt
killed
my mother's feelings so bad. And she was like, her rationale was to tell me, but there's a whole store of diamonds named after you,
Oh,
which
that's a good
probably
rationale.
with my personality wasn't the best idea because then people would come up to me and they'd be like, "What's your name, little girl?" And I'd say, "Tiffany," with a whole store of diamonds named after me.
I love it. I love that. Oh, I love that.
And my mom's just like, "That wasn't what I meant, but okay."
But we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Okay. So I'm gonna wrap it up
Oh,
because
yes.
I think we've kept you guys way too long without a sprint. So, Tiffany, if you would like to do your outro.
Hi, everyone. I am Tiffany, TRL Russ Lifestyle on all the interwebs. I have a podcast, This Great Life. My episode on Mother's Day came up late, but it is up. So by all means, go check it out. Um, as well as my second part of my story that was read on CGL, Say Something. Her side is coming tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that on my Kofi page. I am currently editing my first debut novel. I'm 3 paragraphs from the end of this scene. Still offended by that.
You will finish it tonight.
And oh yeah, it'll be done tonight. It'll be done soon. Let's see. I'm currently in Colorado and I'm enjoying the mountain air for the whole not quite 24 hours that I've been here. So yay. Uh, follow me on Kofi and Instagram because if I decide to do PJs and scribbles, you will know hopefully tomorrow by 10 a.m. And I will let you all know.
And I am JC Carpenter. You're on my channel. I do lots of things, vlogs, master I was about to say masterpiece, masterclass videos, editing series, and who knows what else I'll come up with in the near future. But I have a blog, I have an online magazine, I have an online store with merch, I have a Kofi page, and all of those links can be found in the description box below. And with that, we bid you farewell. See you next Wednesday. Bye.
I
And
won't be here because I'll be cooking to go to the mountains.
you won't be here?
Yeah, I can't be here next week. Well, unless I get done with the cooking beforehand,
No,
but I'm not
I'll be
positive if
here.
I will be.
I'll be here. And she'll be here in spirit. Bye.